In the early hours of February 9th, 1855, something moved across the countryside of Devon, England. No one saw it. No one heard it. But when morning came, its presence was undeniable. The snow that had fallen quietly during the night now carried a message, written not in words, but in footprints. Perfectly formed, evenly spaced, stretching beyond the horizon. They were not human. They were not animal. And according to those who followed them, they did not belong to anything known to science. This was the morning Devon awoke to what many believed was the devil himself. To understand the terror, you must understand the time. Devon, in 1855, was a deeply religious place. Science had not yet replaced superstition. Faith explained what reason could not. The devil was not symbolic. He was believed to walk the earth. Folklore warned of spirits that wandered at night, of omens written into nature itself. So when people stepped outside and saw those footprints, they didn't ask what made them. They asked why. And the answer they feared most was that something unholy had passed through their land. The footprints were first noticed shortly after dawn. Villagers stepping into the snow froze in place. A single line of tracks ran past their homes, straight, deliberate, and precise. Each print measured about 4 inches long. Each step spaced evenly, 8 to 10 inches apart. Men knelt to examine them. Women whispered prayers. What unsettled them most was not the shape, but the behavior of the tracks. They did not wander. They did not stop. They moved forward, as if guided by intention. One local later described the feeling as following the path of something that knew exactly where it was going. As more people followed the trail, the mystery deepened. The footprints crossed wide rivers without breaking stride. They passed over high stone walls. They appeared on rooftops. In some places, the prints were found on top of haystacks, but nowhere around them. Courtyards, locked from the inside, showed tracks entering and leaving. No animal could do this. No human could do this. The footprints ignored obstacles, as if gravity itself did not apply. Reports began pouring in from miles apart. Villages that had no contact with one another discovered the same footprints, identical in size, identical in spacing. By the end of the day, the trail was estimated to stretch over 100 miles. Number breaks, no deviations. This was not a local curiosity. It was a regional event. Newspapers spread the story quickly, and with each retelling, fear grew. Fear soon turned into panic. Some claimed the footprints stopped outside church doors, as if mocking God. Others said dogs refused to follow the trail, whining and pulling away. One man reportedly fired his gun at the footprints in terror. The sound echoed across the snow. The footprints remained. Churches filled with frightened families. Sermons spoke of repentance. Doors were locked at night. Devon had become a land under siege by something unseen. Not everyone believed the devil was responsible. Scholars and naturalists attempted explanations. Foxes, badgers, rats hopping through snow. But these theories failed quickly. Animals leave varied tracks. They change direction. They tire. These footprints were uniform, purposeful, unbroken. Science could not make them fit. Decades later, another explanation emerged. Some suggested a hot air balloon had passed overhead, its rope dragging across the snow. But this too collapsed under scrutiny. The prints were pressed down, not dragged. They turned corners. They climbed. A rope does not think. For many, logic was irrelevant. The footprints were a warning, a sign. Sins were confessed, prayers intensified. Faith filled the gaps where answers failed. And in some ways, that fear lasted longer than the footprints themselves. As days passed, the snow melted. The footprints vanished. No creature was found. No explanation confirmed. The devil's footprints passed into legend, but never into understanding. Today, researchers still debate the event. Mass hysteria, misidentified tracks, natural phenomena exaggerated by fear. Yet no theory explains everything. And no event like it has ever happened again. At least, not on this scale.